Okay, we're back. So I went ahead and I turned the lights off so it's a little darker because I went ahead and I made the change to the LED here. So I've got a new one in place. Soldered it back in, got it all the right direction. I just want to show you what that did for us, kind of by adding that bright light. So get some power going on here. Okay, we don't have that alarm on anymore. Got that turned off. Turn on the image right here. Come on. There we are. Okay, and then to kind of show we got our white sheet of paper. You can kind of see the earth there, so that's pretty cool. I haven't quite figured it out, but you see that halo around it? I'm thinking that I actually need to adjust this. So what I'm doing now is I'm pulling it in and out to kind of adjust the focus. So hopefully we see the earth, yeah. So what I'm curious about is if I pull this far enough back, do I get not a hot spot? I think it's going to work as is, just putting it in. It's not in focus currently this close. I'm assuming it'll be more in focus if I hit the wall, and I just had verification that it does. So that's cool. So we got a little bit better night light for moving forward. So the next thing I'm going to do with this is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it all together. If you remember from the last video piece, I said I was going to actually put something against this back plate to push against this front surface here to make sure that the LCD was tightly coupled. I think I'm going to use this piece of foam. I just found this out of a box that had a laptop in it. I'm going to cut it down to about the right size, stick it in right about there. Might even not need to cut it, it looks like, and then smash the whole thing together and hope for the best. So that's our next plan, and we'll see how that goes. I guess we can do that live, might as well. See if the whole thing will work. So that goes in there, making sure that I keep my different screw holes exposed and I don't pinch any wires. I'll pop the light back on so that we have that because it's a little easier to see. There we go. And since I am messing with it while it's plugged in, just to avoid any shorts, we'll prevent that. I do have a hot glue gun going on too. One of the things I want to do is I am going to lock this LED into place, and I'm going to use this hot glue as kind of a little bit of an insulator. Now of course that's molten, so I've got to be careful not to hurt myself. I will also probably, maybe, I think this is going to be tight enough. I don't need to secure it. But I am realizing that I forgot. Take this white piece of paper out of the way too. I don't need that. I have these plates that were covering up bits and pieces of this design to kind of protect it while it was installed. So we'll put those back into place. There was a larger one here. Looks like this one was over top of these parts down here is my guess where this was. I don't really remember. Probably not a big deal at the end of the day. Pop that back into place. There we go. Click this in. Let's see. Oh, so looking right here, it looks like there's a little stopper. I don't know if you can see it, because I was kind of wondering what kept it from just turning around and around. And it looks like right here there's a little piece of a plastic. It's kind of hard to see through that thing. It's supposed to stop it. So I'm going to make sure those aren't aligned when I put this in, because I wouldn't want those to get in each other's way and not be able to actually seal this system. So we got that, got this. This might be a little tight. Yeah, it is a little tight. But I think we'll be able to compress it that far. I'm going to hope we do. Kind of looking at it as we put it together. Verification, not pinching any wires. Okay, I left a screw in there because it was hard to get out, so that's stopping me from closing it. So I'm going to start it threading in there. There we go. Almost closed. There's that one. And this one's next. Almost done. Won't really be able to see if this foam was thick enough until I have it all the way closed. Looks like I had a little mistake down here. I should have popped this in first. It's actually, oh, how it'll work. A little bit of flexibility in the plastic, thankfully. Bam. Okay, so it is clipped together. There are no seams, so rather than finish off these screws, I think I can check to see if I have a good display or not yet. And if I do, I'll just finish putting it all together. All right, what do we got? Hey, look at that. We got all the display digits. It's all in place. Still in place. Backlight, everything's in spot. Awesome. So we just recovered this thing. Other things I might want to do for fun. I didn't really dig into it, but kind of like I upgraded the light for the picture. There's a light that's used for displaying the time, which is really hard to see right now because it's not in focus at all. It's quite a distance away, but it's pretty faint. I could also, that's backlit by an LED. I could have done the same thing. I have some super bright whites or some reds. It might have made that a little more understandable or readable by people, but you know, this works for now. So hey, we put it back together. Look at us, we're awesome. All right, well, hopefully this was an informative walkthrough. Hopefully you saw a couple things that you might expect to see in your own system or your own hardware. Just kind of a walkthrough of this particular little toy. If you like it, make sure you thumbs up at the bottom, and I'll see if I want to do more in the future. All right, awesome. Thanks all.